Struggling with bloating, cramps, or unpredictable digestion? One minute you're fine. Next thing you know, your stomach's in knots. Sound familiar? If you have IBS, what you eat can either calm your gut or send it into total chaos. And trust me, the wrong foods can make symptoms way worse. But don't worry. In this video, I'm revealing 11 foods you should avoid if you have IBS and what to eat instead to keep your gut happy. Let's dive in. All right, let's talk about one of the biggest IBS triggers, FODMAPs. Ever heard of them? These are short-chain carbohydrates that don't digest properly in the gut, leading to bloating, gas, and discomfort. And for people with IBS, they can cause major flare-ups. Now let's go through some of the worst offenders and what you can eat instead. First up, dairy. If you have IBS, you might also have some level of lactose intolerance. That's because lactose, the sugar in milk, isn't properly broken down, leading to bloating, cramping, and sometimes even diarrhea. This means foods like milk, cheese, and ice cream could be making your symptoms worse. But don't worry, you don't have to give up creamy goodness completely. Instead, go for lactose-free milk, almond milk, or coconut yogurt to keep your gut happy. Next, let's talk about wheat and gluten. While not everyone with IBS is sensitive to gluten, wheat-based foods like bread, pasta, and pastries contain FODMAPs that can trigger bloating and discomfort. So, what can you eat instead? Try swapping wheat for oats, quinoa, rice, or certified gluten-free options. These alternatives are much easier on digestion and won't leave you feeling sluggish. Now, I know beans and lentils are packed with protein and fiber, but for IBS sufferers, they can be a disaster. They contain galacto-oligosaccharides, GOS, a type of FODMAP that causes major gas and bloating. Not exactly ideal for a happy gut. If you still want to enjoy legumes, opt for canned or sprouted lentils in small portions. The canning and sprouting process helps break down some of the difficult-to-digest fibers, making them a bit gentler on your stomach. And finally, let's talk about cruciferous veggies, things like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. While they're packed with nutrients, they also contain sulfur and tough-to-digest fibers that can lead to bloating, gas, and stomach pain. But don't ditch veggies altogether. Instead, try zucchini, spinach, bell peppers, or cooked carrots. These are easier on digestion and still packed with vitamins and minerals. Up next, we'll cover more common IBS trigger foods, including some sneaky ones you might not expect. But first, if you've ever had a bad reaction to one of these foods, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experience. Now that we've covered high FODMAP foods, let's talk about some other common IBS triggers that might be sneaking into your diet. These foods can irritate your gut, slow down digestion, or cause sudden urgency, none of which are fun when you're trying to manage IBS. Fried and fatty foods. Let's start with one of the biggest gut disruptors, fried and fatty foods. While that crispy fried chicken or greasy burger might taste amazing, heavy fats take longer to digest and can trigger bloating, cramping, and even diarrhea in people with IBS. But don't worry, you don't have to give up delicious food. Try grilled, baked, or steamed options instead, and stick to healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and nuts to keep your gut happy. Artificial sweeteners. Think sugar-free gum or diet sodas are a safe choice? Think again. Artificial sweeteners like sorbitol, mannitol, and xylitol are commonly found in sugar-free products and can wreak havoc on your gut. These sugar alcohols aren't fully absorbed in the small intestine, leading to gas, bloating, and diarrhea. A better alternative? Stevia or small amounts of natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup. Just remember, moderation is key. Caffeine. If you rely on coffee to get you through the day, you might want to reconsider. Caffeine is a gut stimulant, which means it can speed up digestion too much, leading to cramping, urgency, and even diarrhea. And let's be honest, no one wants to deal with that during a busy day. Instead, try switching to herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile, which can actually help soothe your digestive system rather than aggravate it. Carbonated drinks. Soda, sparkling water, beer, what do they all have in common? Bubbles. And while carbonation might make your drinks more refreshing, it can also trap gas in your digestive system, causing bloating and discomfort. A simple fix? Stick to still water, or make your own homemade infused water with fresh fruit and herbs for a little extra flavor, without the gas. Alcohol. Whether it's a cocktail with friends or a glass of wine with dinner, alcohol is a major IBS trigger. It irritates the gut lining, disrupts digestion, and can lead to flare-ups, especially if you're already sensitive to certain ingredients. But if you still want to enjoy a drink occasionally, opt for low FODMAP choices like gin or vodka with soda water and lime instead of beer or sugary mixed drinks. Spicy foods. Love adding a little heat to your meals? Unfortunately, spicy foods can be a nightmare for IBS sufferers. Spices like chili, cayenne, and hot sauces stimulate the gut and can lead to cramping, acid reflux, or urgent bathroom trips. Instead, try milder herbs like basil, oregano, or ginger, which add flavor without the gut irritation. Processed and fast foods. These meals are often loaded with preservatives, artificial additives, unhealthy fats, and high FODMAP ingredients that can trigger IBS symptoms. Your best bet? Stick to whole, homemade meals using fresh ingredients. This way, you know exactly what's going into your food, making it much easier to manage your symptoms. So, now you know the top IBS trigger foods to avoid. But don't stress, there are plenty of gut-friendly alternatives to enjoy instead. Have any of these foods triggered your IBS before? I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any of these foods making your symptoms worse? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more gut-friendly tips and recipes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.